It's myself, Madanand. In our previous lecture, we have discussed about the mechanism of photosynthesis, and now we are going to discuss about the light reaction. So, what is light reaction? So, light it is also called light dependent reaction. If we talk about its definition, that what is the definition? That a reaction in which require light energy in the form of photon to make ATP and NADPH2. So, light reaction is a process in which the ATP and NADPH2 that are formed by using light energy. That light energy comes from the sun in the form of photon, and that energy make the ATP and NADPH molecule. So, site of reaction where that light reaction occur. So, that's site of reaction that occur in the chloroplast. In chloroplast, thylakoid are arranged and they are called grana. So that reaction occur in the chloroplast or the thylakoid membrane. And it is initiated when photosynthetic pigment capture light energy. So this reaction occur when sunlight fall on the leaf and there are photosynthetic pigment that they capture the light energy in the form of photon, and then that energy make ATP and NADPH2. So photosynthetic pigment are arranged into cluster form called photosystem. So what is photosystem? Photosystem that are these are the photosynthetic pigment that are arranged into cluster form. So this is cluster form. These are the photosynthetic pigment. Now, photosystems are of two types. One is Ps1 and PS2. So Ps1 that absorb 700 nanometer wavelength and it is maximum, and PS2 that absorb 680 nanometer wavelength. So photosystem consists of antenna or light harvesting complex. So photosystem that has the antenna and light harvesting complex that helps in the formation of energy. So it also contains reaction center. That reaction center has chlorophyll molecule A and primary electron acceptor. That primary electron acceptor, there are purifitin and ferridoxin are there that accept the electron from the sun and transfer to the other complex, and in the end product we get NADPH and ATP molecule. Now we will discuss about the photosystem and its type. Now here PS1 and PS2. PS means photosystem, and these are the photosystem number 1 and number 2. Now PS1 which absorbs 700 nanometer of light. So this reaction center that absorbs 700 nanometer light, and PS2 that has the ability to absorb 680 nanometer of light. Now in PS1 there are cyclic and non-cyclic process are there. In this the electron transport chain that include cyclic and non-cyclic process. But in PS2 there is only non-cyclic. It means that the electron don't move back, and in PS1 there is no photolysis and H2O occur. So in this the water molecule don't split into H plus ions and don't split into H plus an electron that it won't release oxygen molecule as well. Now PS2 it here is photolysis occur and oxygen that also release. Here water molecule is split and it gives oxygen molecule as well. Now PS1 here NADPH formed. Here the end product that is formed, that is NADPH. But in PS2 there is only ATP formed. And the site of reaction in the PS, this reaction occur in the outer side of the thylakoid membrane. So PS1 that reaction, cyclic and non-cyclic reaction occur on the outer side of the thylakoid membrane. But in PS2 that reaction occur in the inner side of the thylakoid membrane. Now in this the primary electron acceptor that is iron type of reaction center, that has iron type of reaction center, but the PS has quinine type of reaction center. So PS1 that receives electron from PS2. So PS1 receives electron from PS2, and in PS2 that receives electron by the photolysis of water. In this, the water molecule splits into H plus ions and oxygen and two electron. So by this the electron come and use in the PS2. Now PS1 that are rich in chlorophyll A, but there is less of chlorophyll molecule B. Now PS2 that is rich in chlorophyll molecule B than A. So here the ratio that chlorophyll molecule B is more than chlorophyll molecule A. So this is about the difference between PS1 and PS2. What is the light reaction? As we have discussed that light reaction involve two pathways. One is non-cyclic and other is cyclic. So in non-cyclic the electron that don't come back, but in cyclic that electron come back again and again. So that involve two pathways. Discuss about the non-cyclic pathway. In our coming lecture, we will discuss about the cyclic pathway. Now, what is non-cyclic pathway? So, in this, electron don't move back. So, as we have discussed that in this process, the electron don't move back, and it makes Z scheme like pathway. So, here you can see that this is structure like Z. So, that is why we can say that it makes Z scheme like pathway. So we will discuss about the non-cyclic pathway. So here PS2 and here PS1. PS has 2 has wavelength. It has ability to absorb wavelength that is 680 nanometer, and PS1 has wavelength to absorb light that is 700 nanometer. Now how this reaction occurs? So this is our sun. When the energy of the light fall on the PS2, there are photosynthetic pigments. We can collectively call, we can say that these are the antenna complex. So there, when this energy fall, electron here excited and from ground excited state, and here photolysis of water occur. That photolysis of water that splits into hydrogen ions, and with that it also it gives two electron and oxygen molecule. So the electron that comes from the sun that go into the excited state, but the air gap that is filled by this electron that comes from the photolysis. So here excited electron goes to the primary electron acceptor. Here we have is phosphatin. So pair of electron goes to the phosphatin, that is the primary electron acceptor. After the phosphatin, the pair of electron goes to the plastoquinine. This is a protein molecule that accept the pair of electron from the phosphatin. After the plastoquinine, that transfer to pair of electron to the cytochrome complex. Now that plastoquinine transfer the pair of electron to the cytochrome complex. After the cytochrome complex, that also transfer the pair of electron to the plastocyanin. Now here between the cytochrome complex and between the plastocyanin, here one a molecule of ATP that generated. Now how that molecule of generated, that we will discuss. Now here after the plastocyanin, the pair of electron reach to the PS1. Now here these here the sunlight fall on this and the electron again goes to the excited state. But here the gaps that come in that are filled by the pair of electron, and that go to the excited state. Now here excited state there are primary electron that is iron sulfur protein. So here primary electron that we have that is iron sulfur protein that accept the pair of electron. After the iron, after that it transfer the pair of electron to the ferridoxine. Now here ferridoxine is iron protein that take the pair of electron and it gives to the NADP reductase. Now that is the enzyme, and that electron react with NADP and it make NADPH. That energized electron is stored in NADPH. So this is about the non-cyclic process. And now the formation of ATP, how the formation of ATP occur. That formation of ATP occur in the chemiosmosis process. Now the chemiosmosis, as we have discussed that the formation of ATP occur by the process of chemiosis. So what is chemiosmosis process? So it is in this the movement of hydrogen ions through the ATPase complex due to the concentration gradient called chemiosmosis. Now here how ATP molecule generated, that there is a ATP complex. Now here the proton that pumps from the lumen to the stroma and ATP molecule generated by the help of ATPase enzyme. So this is called chemiosmosis. So it is also called ATP formation. We can say that it is a process that form ATP. Now how that form ATP? That also we can say this is a photophosphorylation process. Photophosphorylation means that take capture the light energy and make energy in the form of ATP and NADPH. Now here three hydrogen ions through the ATPase complex to form one ATP molecule. Now one molecule of ATP that require three hydrogen ions to make a molecule of ATP. So that three hydrogen ions molecule make one molecule of ATP. Now, how this reaction occur? This is our sun, and this is a thylakoid membrane that are the lipids are there, and it is complex are there, and iron proteins are there. Now, when the sunlight fall on the PS2 has wavelength ability to absorb wavelength 680 nanometer. This is our lumen region, and this is stroma region. Stromal region is free and lumen region that is inside the thylakoid. Now when sunlight fall on the PS2, their two pair of electron goes to the plastoquinine. Now here plastoquinine again it transfer pair of electron to the cytochrome B complex BF. Now here before this, their photolysis of water occur. Their water is split into two hydrogen ions and with that two electron and half oxygen molecule. That oxygen molecule goes into the atmosphere in the environment that human beings or animals that inhale for their many process. Now here again cytochrome BF it again transfer its electron to the PC. PC is a plastocyanin. Here plastocyanin again transfer its pair of electron to the PS1. Now PS1 there is no any kind of photolysis occur. So here PS1 again it transfer its electron to the NADP reductase. Here NADP reductase is present here. Again its pair of electron come there and it's make NADPH2. So here again light fall on the PS1 and here a pair of electron again excited and moves toward the ATP synthesis. Here electron reach to the end and make NADPH2. Now how ATP molecule generated? As you know that photolysis of water occur and here are a lot of amount of hydrogen ions in the stroma region but low amount in lumen region. So from the lumen some hydrogen ions come to the stroma region and that they form ATP. Now how hydrogen ions that are coming to the stroma region here ADP is there and one inorganic phosphate is there. It form ATP. So it is a active transport. Now here from lumen to stroma it make ATP. Now when it hydrogen ions come from the lumen to the stroma region that form ATP, but stroma to lumen it don't form any kind of ATP molecule. So this is about the chemosis process. Now in a light reaction we have discussed main four events we have discussed. Number one is photolysis of water. And what is photolysis of water? Photolysis of water means splitting of water. The splitting of water into hydrogen and electron plus oxygen. So this is photolysis of oxygen, photolysis of water as we have discussed. And secondly, we have discussed about the electron transport chain. Now how the electron transport from ground state to excited state and how it transfer to the different type of complex and it also transfer from the PS2 and PS2 to PS1. Now this is about the electron transport chain and we have also discussed about the reduction of NADP. Now how NADP reduced to NAD to form NADPH. So this also we have discussed and the last we have discussed about the photophosphorylation. As photophosphorylation means formation of ATP by the using of light energy. As we have discussed this is last step of formation of ATP that is chemiosmosis. Now it is also called photophosphorylation because in this by using the light energy that they make ATP and NADPH. So this is overall about the light reaction. So if you like the video then share my video and if you have any question then ask me in comment.